And what's up, guys? It's Noah here from the Digi Bros. Once again, we're on our next episode of Red Best Deck, baby. It's a series at this point. You guys already know I absolutely love my red decks, and the newest expansion of the One Piece card game, OP02, not Romance Dawn, Paramount War. We did get this gorgeous red-black Monkey D. Garp right here, Luffy's grandfather, for those who don't know. And so naturally, we had to put a deck of him together. So I've been playing with this deck for a decent amount, not as much as Whitebeard, but I do think it's pretty interesting. So good old Garp here. Your turn, when this leader or one of your characters is given a Dawn card, give up to one of your opponent's characters with cost 7 or less, -1 cost during this turn. Really solid effect. It's just that it has to be a character with a cost of 7. So like some of their bigger characters, like 8-drop Kid, bigger Kaidos, Kuzan, stuff like that, you're not able to reduce their cost with old Garp here. And so some of your other, you have to utilize other ways to reduce their play cost so that way you can kill them off. But we do have some really cool combos we can do with Garp, because as you can see, it's just your turn. It's not once per turn, so you can put on like a ton of Dawn to your characters, or you can like utilize like playing like Nami to your rest of Dawn to be able to give stuff, so you're getting like that double usage out of it. So yeah, Garp's really cool. Alright, go up here with Garp. So starting off, we're going to be looking at the super rare Garp outside of the starter deck right here. Got 4 copies of him. So this Garp is really cool. It's actually one of the main reasons why I wanted to like put this deck together. Just play like this Garp leader, and then there's another Garp in here. That's the 2K counter. But he's got activate main. You may trash 1 card from your hand. The rest of this character KO up to one of your opponent's characters cost 4 or less. So that's really cool, because you can essentially do that like every single turn. But he does involve trash a card, and as you can see, he doesn't have any counter power, but he is 6k base. So if your opponent does want to like attack over him, they do have to commit Dawn to swing into him. Unless you're playing Whitebeard, then you just swing freely into him. But with a combination of like this Garp being able to like reduce the character's play cost to hit at 4, so that way you can use his effect. Really cool. I found I like going on the odd curve with this deck. Turn 1 being able to drop Nami, and then so on your third turn, going first turn, you have the 5 Dawn, you could drop him, use the Nami, give 1 to the Garp, reduce it by 1, because they'll only have a character that costs a 4 on the field, and then you can like snipe them with this guy. Really cool. So I do like this Garp, and it's just one of those cards where like once it like hits the field, it's probably best to try to like get it rid of them. And like if you don't want to like continuously discard cards out of your hand using its effect, he is a 6A, so you can just start like swinging with him. And if you do have like multiple copies and you already have like a Garp established, then you can like discard him off his own effect, or some of the other black cards that do discard cards, like good old Sakazuki Akainu here. We are playing the 3 admirals. So we do got good old Sakazuki here. He does have on play, you may trash 1 card from your hand, KO up to one of your opponent's characters cost 5 or less. Once again, yeah, it can combo really nicely with Garp here to help reduce. So like I said, it has to be a 7 or lower. So if they got a 7 cost character or 6 cost character, you can attach 2 Dawn to the Garp or any of your other characters to bring him down to 5, play down the Sakazuki, and be able to KO it. And once again, he does have that 7k power, no counter power. Once again, a lot of these really decent black cards just don't have counter power, which is fine. They're the like boss monsters. So these are like our 2 biggest like forms of removal, in the Sakazuki and the Garp super rare. So moving on, I am playing 4 copies of Kuzan super rare. He does have on play and draw 1 card, and when attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters -4 cost during this turn. So he's one of the few ways we have to help reduce the cost on things that are bigger than 7 that good old Garp here cannot hit. Like I said, like if they do have like 8-drop Kid, and you can like load 3 Dawn on him, swing 8 at the Kid, reduce it by 4, try to get them to either block with something or just counter out of it, but you are really just trying to get that -4 on it. And then you can actually, I just had a thought. Cost is 7 or less. Okay, so if I had like your opponent had like 10 drop Kuzan on the field, and then you like had this Kuzan, swung, did -4 to it, and then would have cost of 6 or less, and then you could attach it onto Garp. I don't know why I never really thought about that before now, but yeah, that's something really cool that you can do. So Kuzan also on play gives you draw. He doesn't have counter power. Like I said, there's not a ton of counter power in this deck, unfortunately. But a bunch of these, like the extra Kuzans, the extra Sakazukis, and the Garps, you can just discard them off the effects of like the Sakazuki and the Garp. So up next, my personal favorite of the Admiral cards. Maybe not my favorite Admiral, and it probably goes to good old Kuzan or Fujitora, but good old Borsalino here. Old Kizaru. So this one's good because he guess what, counter power. So he is a 6k blocker. I know it says 5k, but it says during your opponent's turn he gains plus 1000 and cannot be KO'd by effects. This is a really, really good card. Really good. I guess like black, purple, red. A lot of these decks that have a lot of removal spells, a lot of kill spells. So like Jet Pistol and also like fellow like Akinus can come in and like kill this guy. He's really good just being able to 6k blocker and just being able to counter out of it. Really, really strong. Like I said, he also has the counter power. It's Bandai knows what they're doing. They gave counter power to the blocker, and so you rather have him on the field than use him as counter power. But good old Borsalino, old Kizaru there. So up next are playing 4 copies of Kobe. Similar to Akinu, I'll play you Matreshman card for your main cap to when your opponent's characters cost 3 or less. So you can hit some of their like smaller traps, like they got like small blockers or stuff like that. Or if you just want to like reduce something, like if they have, well, this can also hit stuff like Zoro's, and Garp can also like reduce something down from 7 down to like 3 if you threw like 4 Dawn and then like Garp or one of your other characters. And the Kobe can just come in and KO it. But Kobe does have counter power. So I believe him and the Borsalino are the only 2 cards that have counter power so far in this deck. Up next, we do got 4 copies of the rare Garp. If you look, he's got the 2k power, and he is Garp, so it's thematic to play the 2k Garp counter within Garp. He's also got Dynex 2 when attacking KO up to one of your opponent's characters who costs 0. I mean, that's a fine effect, but like honestly, I'm never gonna like play this guy. I'd rather keep him in hand for the 2k counter because, like I said before, this deck does have a problem with counters. So yeah, and like I said, it's just thematic Garp and Garp. So moving on to the red portion, and we're going to be taking a look at good old super rare Monkey D. Luffy that came out of the first set, Romance Dawn. So I know a lot of people probably have no idea what this Luffy does. So he's got the Dynex 2. This character cannot be KO'd in battle by strike attribute characters. Keep in mind that is characters only. They do have any leader, which they will. The leader can attack into him and kill him. Don't cheat with it. Don't say, yeah, he can't be KO'd by strike, because there are some like one of the smokers can't be KO'd by when battling. I think it's special. And then there's like the future buggies that say can't be KO'd by slash in general, but this one just says characters. And he's got the second effect here that's got the activate main once per turn. Give this character up to 2 rested Dawn cards, and so that's the effect that we're really after, just so we can use it in combination with good old Monkey D. Garp here. Just trying to give our rested Dawn to either Luffy or to the Garp. Actually, can't give the Garp, but give it to Luffy to trigger the Garp. So that way we can reduce the play cost of things, so that way we can come in with our super rare Garp and just be able to AO him. So I found a lot of time playing this deck that this Luffy is kind of like a support character where I'm just really not attacking with him until it's like later in game. I just have him on the field, so that way whenever I play other stuff, I can use this effect, throw 2 Dawn, reduce it by Garp, and then I just KO him. Like I said earlier, I like to go on the odd curve. First turn, like drop Nami. Second turn would be 3. Like drop this Luffy, and then I can drop Garp on the third turn. Have 5. Use both Luffy and Nami, throw Dawn under them, reduce their stuff, and just go from there. So yeah, Super Rare Luffy outside of very much time has been very good for this deck, actually. Up next, I am playing 4 copies of Brook. And similar thing, he's got on play, give up the 2 rested Dawn cards to your leader or one of your characters. He's also one of our 2K counters. And so I did want to play this Brook as my 2K counter because he does have the on play to help accelerate some of our rested Dawn to our characters or leader, so that way we can trigger good old Garp back here. And it's just and I needed one that was cost 3 or less because I am playing Uta. I'll get to Uta in a bit, and spoiler rigs for the list. But then we got 4 copies of Nami. I know I've referenced Nami right here several times, but this card is so good in like every red deck she's in. Activate main once per turn, give 1 rested Dawn card to your leader or one of your characters, and it's exceptionally good in this one because it will trigger the Garp to do -1 to the cost, and then you can later use some of your effects to KO some of your opponent's characters. So yeah, Nami right here, really solid. And guess what, she's got counter. One of the other few cards that do have counter. And then the Luffy, I didn't mention it, but he also does have the 1K counter as well. Yeah, so like I said, Nami and the Luffy, they're kind of like our I don't want to say like starters, but they're like our supporters that we really want to have on the field. And last, I do got 4 copies, not last, but like 4 copies of Chopper, just to have another cheap blocker, just to have like a cheap blocker, because like I said, you are starting with 4 life with Garp. There's not a ton of counter power, and so I was testing out the other Nami, the 1-drop search Nami, but she can't grab this Nami, and that's the Nami I want, so it's kind of pointless. So I swapped her out for a Chopper right here, like I said, just because we are at the 4 life, don't have a ton of counter power, which probably should be fixed. Speaking of not a ton of counter power, good old Uta here. I am playing 4 copies of her, and she does have on play, add 1 red character other than Uta with cost of 4, or cost 3 or less from your trash to your hand. And if you take a look, Uta does not have counter power. But what is cool about Uta, like some of your other effects, like our Garps and our Sakazukis, and even our Kobe, they do let you discard a card to use their effect. And then if you discard some of your red cards that do have cost 3 or less, then you can just play your Uta back out and be able to play your Uta back out, and then be able to like add that card you discarded back, so it doesn't like hurt as much as discarding cards. She can also help get back your Choppers here, and your Book just have like more blockers and 2K counters. And worst case scenario, you can discard her off of some of the effects because she doesn't have counter power, and that might be better some of the time. So that's going to be it for our characters. I am actually trying out 2 of Old Navy HQ. He used to be called Marineford. Now they changed the name to Navy HQ. Let's on play, give up to 1 of your opponent's characters -1 cost during this turn. Activate main. You may rest a stage card, and then do the same thing. Do -1. It's pretty interesting. Only playing 2. They were like the last 2 cards. Throw in there. Might change them out for like some like counter event cards. But like I said, just wanted to test out, give another way to do -1 because this doesn't restrict the play cost of the character or Garp. So if they do have like the 8-drop kid, I can suspend this, make it 7, and then I can be able to hit it off Garp there. And for the last 4 cards, I am playing 4 copies of Gum Jet Pistol. I don't need to worry about my opponent's play cost if I can just KO the ones with 6,000 power or less. So just generically good red removal right there. So yeah, so that's going to be my Monkey D Garp list. Like I said, red best deck, baby. You know, we love red over here on the Digi Bros channel, or I love red over here on the Digi Bros channel. Levi's more partial to green, always has been. So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Have you guys been playing Garp? How's your list looking like? Are there any cards you recommend a change? Are there any cards that I was playing that inspired you? Maybe the Luffy. I haven't seen a ton of lists that are playing them. I think it's a pretty solid idea. So yeah, if you like this video, like the video. Comment down below. Tell me about your favorite red deck in the One Piece card game. Tell me about your favorite cards outside of the second set. Like I said, Garp right here is a really cool leader. Once again, I am Noah from the Digi Bros, and I'll catch you guys later.